Well, we printed an insurance claim and created the ANSI, but we had some errors on the electronic portion of it. So we're going to fix those. The first error we had was the receiver type for the insurance carrier was missing or incorrect. So I'm going to go to the utility menu, insurance companies. I can double click on the highlighted one, or I could have clicked change. And sure enough, we have no receiver type. We also have no payer ID. This is where you set up your insurance information. The user's manual and the help files will help you with each one of these fields. But you set an insurance name, address, city, state, zip, phone number, a contact person if you have it, whether the claim can go electronically and whether you wish to print it. If it's a Blue Cross Blue Shield type, some electronic carriers do not want you to use the federal ID number on the electronic claim. The insurance carrier type, I'm going to make this a Medicare type. The payer ID, I'm going to make one up. Typically it's a 5-character, mostly numbers, but sometimes there's letters. Whoop. Okay, that's the payer ID. The receiver type, if I linger here, C is Medicare, D is Medicaid, and so on. I'm going to put a C in because it's Medicare. If you have a unique submitter ID number for this carrier, electronic submitter ID number, you could put it here. This is unusual, so we'll just say OK. So we fixed 2 of the errors. We fixed the missing receiver type and the payer ID number. The other error that we had was the provider numbers are missing. So let's go to the utility menu, providers. We only have one provider. We'll click on change. And let's see what we have. Well, actually, we don't have the MPI number. That's the main one. MPI number is a 10-digit number. The taxonomy number, that's the specialty code, has been changed. We now use, I'm going to say this is general practice. It's a 10-digit number. Since the new changes went into effect, we no longer use the UPIN number. We no longer use a unique Medicare number, unique Blue Cross number, Medicaid number, or other numbers. We may use a license number. You may have a unique electronic medical ID number. You may have a DEA number, and you may have a default provider number. And if the default provider number was the employer ID number or the federal ID number, sometimes known as, we would click that. If you are a member of a group, you would put an X in this box. We're not a member of a group. We're only a one person. We do need to fill out this last name, which is Parks Ronald B. You do not put MD in this field. This is suffix. It would be a junior, senior, first, second, third, and so on. This is the provider's name. This is the name that's going to go in box 33, who gets the check. This is the name that's going to go in box 31, and I'm going to make myself a doctor today. So now I've made these changes, I can click on OK. You may not recall, but the other error message was we had a missing diagnosis codes. Well, the diagnosis codes are entered on the charge screen. So here's the charge. I'm going to double click on that. That will call up this charge line. And sure enough, I have no diagnosis codes. From here, I can go to the charge header. This was a visit. All I really need is a diagnosis code. I'm going to put 845. And as I type it, it will go to the closest one. And I'm going to press the enter key to accept that. So now I have put the diagnosis code in. I'm going to say OK. Now I'm back where I can print one if I wish. Remember, there's not much difference between printing one claim and all claims. The main difference is when you go to the F9 screen, you might change the beginning and ending name, and you might change the date. I'm going to say I want an ANSI file. And I'm going to say OK. Again, it's going to show the claim or claims that there might have been 50 claims here. I could look at each of them. I'm going to exit. The ANSI screen will appear. It remembers the last name we did. I'm going to say create the file. I'm going to look at the error file. You should always look at the error file. Now we have no errors. We fixed all the errors. This claim is a good, clean claim. I can print the ANSI report again. It's